Hey there, have you ever wondered why some collectors get such a low mint when a new Blanko gets released? Well, the point of this video today is to explain to you the best way to position yourself to get a low mint number. So here we go. Hey there, my name's Goldie, and I'm a huge fan of Blankos Block Party. I've been playing for about 5 or 6 months now, and I am all in. And I've learned a lot from the community. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, definitely do that. And there's a lot of big names in that Discord channel that stream and make YouTube videos, so I've learned a ton from them, and just engaging with people on live streams. So I always wondered, how do I get a low mint number on these releases? Because I seem to continue to have these issues where I was getting, the 300s, the 400s, and it'd be a minute after the launch. So thanks to a friendly user on one of my YouTube channels, follower just kind of laid it out for me, and I thought I would pass along the knowledge and the information and share that with you so you can get a low mint number and get in on the action. So here we go. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is you want to do your research ahead of time. How do you do your research? Well, you're going to head over to Blankos.com. I know the URL is pretty long here, but I don't know why that's popping up. You just hit Blankos.com, and that's the website you're going to want to go to. You're going to want to, in the top left here, click News. And from what I've understood so far, typically when they announce a release or a drop date for a Blanko, usually it's about 48 hours in advance, sometimes even 24. And you can see all the news of important drops and collaborations are going to be recorded in the news section of Blankos.com. So the one we're going to be kind of testing today is going to be the Lady Ishii. So if you look down here, the dots all the way to the left is the more current and most current news. So let's click on Read More. It just takes a minute to go through it. Lady Ishii drops January 12th, only 2,000. And this is another thing to keep in mind when they do a drop, is that the limits are different for each Blanko. So sometimes they'll limit it to a quantity. Sometimes they'll limit it to a time period. So this one, they're only going to mint 2,000 of them. So these could go in 2 minutes. Who knows? We'll take a look, obviously, and test this out. So they'll give a little description of, the Blanko here. Alluring and cold, she draws attention to her gaze. A storm of snow and ice is always present around her, yet she draws you towards her from within. You know that following will only lead to your demise, but her beauty captivates you. You step forward, never to be seen or heard from again. Ooh. Lady Ishii by JPK, saunters in Wednesday, January 12th at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 23 UTC, in the shop and in the game. Now that's key. That's a key to getting a low mint. So we have about 20 minutes until this goes live here. Now there are 2 ways to buy it, like it's mentioned here, in the shop and in the game. So let's click on the shop hyperlink here. And the reason I want to show you that is the shop is on the online marketplace on the website. So when you click Explore NFTs, it's going to show up down here. So obviously it's not here yet because it's not available for another 20 minutes, but when it will be, you would click here and you'd go through the process of buying it. Now there is a difference between buying it here and buying it in the game. Now the last, we'll head back here to the news real quick. Now when I say do your research, this is what I'm talking about right here. Lady Ishii steps forth from the cold and stormy nights of winter. This limited release Blanko is a real beauty that will be minted to only 2,000 for the initial price of $44.99 or 4,500 Blanko bucks. So what that means is that it's $44.99 on the online marketplace, but $4,500 Blanko bucks in the in-game shop. Now you may ask, what's the difference? Well, the difference is when you do $44.99 on the online marketplace, they're using a third-party intermediary to record that transaction. So when you buy the $4,500 Blanko bucks through the game on the drop, from my experience, it's a fraction of a second quicker, and I don't know if this is true or not, but there's the possibility that you may be getting preferential treatment in the minting process because you're investing money directly into the game as opposed to through a third party on the website. So when I say do your research, to recap, understand when it's going to be coming out, what the parameters are. I mean, obviously, you're just trying to get the lowest mint possible, so that really doesn't have too much of a persuasion there, though. The only thing that would persuade you if, scarcity, they're only making 2,000 of these. So, obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but what I am saying is if you think it's worthwhile, not everything's going to be in your, it might be to some people, it might not be to others. That's not for me to tell you. But if you think, well, they're going to, like, in my opinion, they're going to make 2,000 of these and that's it. I mean, we have a couple that are, the clown is at, I think, over 12,000. You have the King Carrot that's over 32,000. So obviously, the more that you have, it's going to dilute the marketplace. So if you only have 2,000 of these, I think it's a worthwhile buy, and that's why I'm going to do it. But completely up to you. Make your decision. Do your research. So the data you want to collect, like just to recap again, the day and the time that it's going to be released, the parameters of the sale, and how much it's going to be. So the next step I'm going to do is, I told you, the point of this video is to get you the lowest mint possible. So we're going to forego the marketplace, and we're going to hop into the game. So here we go. So here we are in the game, and the point of coming into the game is because, like I said, you're going to want to, before the drop, load your account with the correct amount of Blanko bucks. So, like we mentioned before, it's going to be $4,500 Blanko bucks, which equates to $45 technically, or technically $44.99 in real life. But for the sake of argument, we'll just say $45. So I'm going to head over to the shop here, and we're going to head over to to currency. So, like I mentioned, it's going to be 4,500 Blanko bucks, and the more Blanko bucks that you buy at once, the better kind of kicker you're going to get. Obviously, there's an incentive for you to spend a little bit more in the game. So you can buy Blanko bucks over here in quantities of 100 for 99 cents. Basically, a Blanko buck's a penny, if you haven't caught on yet. 500 Blanko bucks, $4.99. 1,000 Blanko bucks, $9.99. You can see that there's a little kicker each time the quantities go up. So for 500 Blanko bucks, you get an extra 40. For 1,000 Blanko bucks, you get an extra 100. So this one is $49.99. So it's kind of a double-edged sword here, because kind of a double whammy, if you will. You're going to get not only, if you were to just spend the $49.99 on the marketplace, you're not only going to get a lower mint, you're not going to get the benefit of these extra 1,100 Blanko bucks as well. And if you're new to the game, Blanko bucks are a little bit more of a rarer commodity than the moolah. It's a different form of currency that's a little bit more valuable in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and buy these 5,000 Blanko bucks here, and I already had my credit card in here, which you can do. My credit card's linked here, so I'm just going to hit purchase, and then I'm going to hit confirm. Wait a minute. And then it's going to ask you, what card you want to do. I obviously have two in here. And then you hit toggle over here to agree. So it's $49.99 plus a $4.12 tax. So it's going to be $54.11. I'm going to hit complete purchase. Now this is actually a cool feature as well. If you look down here, the Uphold is that third-party account management organization that works on the marketplace on the web. So you can actually link crypto to Ethereum, Bitcoin, or whatever to your online if you wanted to do that and pay with that. I'm going straight cash. So then complete purchase. And boom. So I successfully bought the cash here. So I'm going to go back to the store. Now if you look at the top right, I have 7,140 Blanko bucks ready to spend. So we're going to check in closer. We have about, let's see, we have 12 minutes until the drop here. So we'll check back in a minute before the drop there, and you can watch live how this goes off in action. Okay, we're live. We're back in the game here. We're 1 minute to go, you can see. So I'm in the shop. I'm going to scroll down to her. I'm going to hit X, and here we go. So it says coming soon. So this is my technique. I'm just going to lay it out there. I'm just going to sit here and hit X a million times because it's coming. It's coming in hot. Now I will say with the last drop, I kind of got burned by doing this with dash. I got 2 dashes by accident. This time, it is physically impossible for me to purchase it twice because I don't have 9,000 Blanko bucks in my account, and it was designed on purpose that way, so it doesn't happen to me again. But here we go. We're less than a minute away, and we'll see what we get. So to recap, we went into the store early. We're sitting here at the moment it drops. We preloaded our account with real money and converted it to Blanko bucks. So here we go, and I'm just gonna smash this button until it drops. All right, that was quick, right? You saw it was a split second. So it does take a couple minutes for it to register which one you got. So we'll check back in. I'm not gonna make you sit here, but I'll show you where to figure out which one got minted, so stay tuned. All right, so we are back at Blankos.com, and this is how you're gonna figure out what mint number you got. So scroll up to the marketplace this time, and this is an online showcase, I guess a personal showcase of your collection. So when you go to the My Collection here, this is just you can see it. Nobody else can see that. That's a whole other can of worms. But My Collection, you click in here. You can either search here or just scroll down. It's 503, so it happens quick. But I like to scroll down. We'll go to Lady Ishi, sorry. Lady Ishi. I'm going to click on her right there, and look at that. We got mint number 78. So we got a very, very high mint. So the system works. At least my system works for what I want it to do. It's 504, and there's already been 1,228 of these minted already. And they're only doing 2,000 of them. So like we said earlier in the video, these things go fast, and you want to put yourself in a position to get the best one possible. So I hope this was helpful for you. I'm going to make a lot more of these videos. So in the comments below, please ask me any questions about this game, because that kind of forces me to go learn about it as well too. So ask me a question. I'll make a video on it. I'm going to make a lot of how-to videos on Blankos because I love this game. I really enjoy playing it, and I like sharing my knowledge with everyone as well. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you did find this valuable. Share it with your friends, and we'll see you in the block party.